lots of injuries from rugby. Actually, these motherfuckers all up here make fun of me for always talking about them. Couple new shoulders, some hip stuff.
Really?
Yeah, they was always making fun of me because when I first started the podcast, I would talk about my operations. So now I'm really self-conscious. Like you guys. So I've had a bunch of knee surgeries.
Okay.
And I'm like, man, this is sucking. I'm probably gonna have to get it cut again. And then out of nowhere, I hear Rogan talking about the knees over toes guy. And I go look at his stuff and just start doing his stuff, and it's completely
Great.
everything is fixed.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Does that type of thing where Rogan's going talking about this guy who figured out, you know, he had bad knee issues. He finally got his college scholarship. If you know anything about his story, his trainer, college basketball trainer, is like, no, you can't do your regimen. You have to do mine. He had to give up his scholarship.
Whoa.
When the spotlight gets shined on something like that, does it help you guys? Because it's becoming more mainstream. So when someone does have an injury, it's not just, I got to go talk to my orthopedist. I'm gonna have to go under the knife again. You guys are figuring out a way to help them fix themselves, especially you at the functional movement and all of that.
Absolutely, because a lot of times clients, athletes, everyday people come in with all these like soft tissue injuries, things like that they think that they need to get surgery for, or they need to get acupuncture for, or something like that. So actually breaking the skin and going through the muscle causes so much that we just don't know about, because again, if you're pulling from some place, you're prying from another, right? And so not just the muscles, not just the joints, but our connective tissue, the fascial layers that connect everything within our body, that matters a lot within inside of our body. It's a whole organism that we pretty much just don't really study a whole lot about. And so the fascia in the body will kind of let you know different things as far as if things are tight, if things are pulling, if something is good or not, right? And so not just the muscle and not just the joint, but understanding how the body as a whole is put together, right? So we have these things called meridians, lines of pull that pull on the body, right? Because too many times, especially as far as trainers and everyday people, we look at a muscle or we see a muscle and we just think of, oh, okay, my bicep does this, right? No, the bicep does more than that. It will stabilize, it rotates, right? And so not just this, but how it's all connected down my arm, up my shoulder, and across my body. And so understanding how those lines of pull kind of we can kind of figure out different ways of breaking ourselves out of certain patterns of sitting, right? Of certain things, of getting back to what we're meant to do, like move. The muscles are meant to slide and pull on bones. The bones stabilize us. Our nervous system gives us the information from outside sources, right? And too many times we're playing with things and not knowing what exactly they're doing to our bodies, like the food, like the shoes, like the sitting, like the smoking, like all these different things. And they're just coming at us at a full force all the time. How do we block it? Like we're dodging. We can only duck and dodge and dip so much. Like, and we have to be our own kind of like figuring out what can get by and what can't. Like, what are we gonna matrix slide out of the way just to dodge, right? So, I mean, we can only do that so much throughout the day and allow certain things to get in.